We can demolish 40 beers. And hello, guys, and welcome to this week's first Clue Scroll related video on this channel. Last week I couldn't post anything because I'll talk about that later. So I was assigned a spiritual task, a spiritual mage task. I think it was around like 209 to kill. And I used to love spiritual mages because they used to drop, sorry, they still drop dragon boots, but they used to be valuable. Now it's like what, 200k? Not as good as before. I mean, you can come here and like get a million GP per task, and now like, nah, it's like pocket change. But spiritual mages is a great place to get clue scrolls. I did not use this strategy because I just wanted to show how many spiritual mages you had to kill to get your first clue scroll. But when I get here on a normal, task where I don't film or do a log, I actually kill any creatures that drop clue scrolls when they are at low health. So here you have the spiritual warriors, mages, rangers, the Saradomin knights, and priest. When they get to low health, I always give them a jab, and when they get killed by another monster, they still drop their stuff. You still see the drops. So normally I finish a task with some rune items from the spiritual warriors and tons of clue scrolls. Same thing applies to hellhounds. I also killed them. Give them a jab and let the Saradomin warriors kill them. Just maximize the chances of getting clue scrolls. So when you have a spiritual warrior or mage task, just kill, just damage the surrounding creatures. So in the long run, you get tons of kills and more chances of getting good items and clue scrolls. That's about it for my strategy in God Wars Dungeons. And also look at your health when you're killing mages, because oh boy, they get your health low pretty fast. And you're gonna see in this video that I almost died once again. But anyways, I've been doing some dungeoneering lately, especially during that double EXP weekend. Hey, Jagex surprised us again with another surprise. I wasn't even closely expecting, the double loot and double dungeoneering XP weekend. It seems that they are pretty much confident with their bot nuking strategies, because obviously they did not want to release these contents when bots were around. I mean, hey, we're gonna have double dungeoneering weekend to aid the bots in getting more levels. Like, what's the point of doing that, right? And I'm actually excited to see these events, random surprise events that you cannot prepare for, so it doesn't really change the G and the prices of items. I can just wake up one day, go on RuneScape, and it says, "Oh, double farming XP weekend," or fishing, or cooking, or construction. Construction will actually be epic, or prayer if you can stack it on the prayer altar. But you know what I mean. Just some surprises, some goodies for us honest players who never ever bought it in their lives or considered botting in their lives. And now, why haven't I been posting stuff on this channel? Well, I've been busy preparing for the Quebec Engineering Games. And what is the Quebec Engineering Games? It's basically a week of festivities, academic competitions, parties beyond your belief, and basically it's gonna be my fourth engineering games. And if the tendency is correct, my life will be shortened by 20 years of expectancy. Oh yes, 20 years, because you lose 5 years of your life every time you go to the Eng Games. So I'm already warning you now. The first week of January, there's no RuneScape for How, and if he plays RuneScape, there's something really, really wrong. Anyways, this week, I'm not that busy, so there's this first video, and then a clue scroll video to complement this one. Oh, spoiler alert! Perhaps I did get a clue scroll for once, didn't I? Or did I? Or did not I? Or not did I? But anyways, I've been checking some of the RuneScape, RuneFest videos where the J mods just perhaps speak about future updates, and the one that really interested me was the player-owned port. It's like the player-owned player-owned horse, no, player-owned house, but a port where you can hire captains, attract them to your port, and give them money, perhaps help them make a crew of very nice mateys. Perhaps give them a bit of rum too. Rum is good, and then send them away on an amazing trip where they can gather you some information about how to make new weapons, new items. Actually, from what I heard, pretty high leveled items, like requiring very high, perhaps crafting and smithing. And when I hear about this, exploration, where you can micromanage, a kingdom of, like, the kingdom of miscellaneous type ish activity, is quite cool because you can develop your leadership and your management skills and perhaps get a really nice reward in the end. Now, this port's location will be interesting. Will it be on the east side of the map? Because if it's that's not syntactically, no, anyways, on the east side of the map, perhaps it means that in the near future we're gonna see the east side of the map getting developed. The Asian side of the map. At Muscle Harmless, no, at Port Phantasmus, you have this Asian-looking guy that sells you like the Koreal, rack thingies, and he speaks about the east. So, are we gonna finally see an expansion of the RuneScape map towards the east? That's to be seen, because we never know what the future holds. And now we're getting to the end of the video, and I'm already gonna spoil that I did not get the clue scroll from the spiritual mage. I got it from another creature around it. I actually misclicked. So after more than 200, am I at 200 on the counter? I can't see with Sony Vegas on like this. Yes, after more than 200 spiritual mages, no deboots, no clue scrolls, and I actually have to kill a spiritual ranger after 209 creatures killed in this godforsaken dungeon. I get a clue scroll, and here we go. And misclick, hard clue scroll. So the next video, I'm gonna be showing you guys what I got in this per se clue scroll, and then we're gonna go do a gargoyle log. So until next time, guys, have a nice week, and I see you bunch of happy mateys next time.